We've been to Hoi An previously in 2018 and fell in love with the city. We love the people, the food, the atmosphere, and the cost of living is actually fantastic, especially for digital nomads.
It's always on the top of our list of to become our potential new home. And we actually spent a month there this year. And I think we actually found the best area that we can settle in.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the best neighborhoods in Hoi An. We spent over a month exploring the city and have valuable insights to share.
But first, let's talk about why we love this city so much that we can see us staying there long term.
Right, yeah. I think Hoi An has such a beautiful, peaceful vibe to it. Yes, it is touristy in the old town, but you've got parts of Hoi An that are fairly untouched. Lots of expansive rice fields, just really gorgeous surroundings that makes you kind of just feel at ease.
Yeah, and not to mention the food there is so good as well.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Vietnam has amazing food. We love Vietnamese food, but I think Hoi An just kind of has the best of both worlds from the north and the south, and also its own flavor profile as well. And the options, the availability of options, there were heaps available. You've got nice cafes, but you've also got lots of beautiful local eateries that were like authentic in flavor, and that was really good.
Yeah, and also not to mention organic produce.
Oh yes,
good for you.
I love the availability of organic produce, the availability of fresh, clean vegetables, and there are heaps of farms still around, so they definitely produce their own goods, and you can visit them, you could dine with them. So yeah, I think there's just a lot of focus on that farm to table experience as well. The people in Hoi An are extremely friendly, really lovely compared to, I would say, your big cities, especially in Ho Chi Minh. In comparison, they're just a lot more welcoming, and also the cost of living as well. I think the entire Vietnam, it's quite affordable. However, Hoi An, it's just even more affordable than, say, again, your Ho Chi Minh city. But you're not really sacrificing quality either, I think, which is a really good thing. So why choose Old Town to stay? Old Town is the historic town where you see all the beautiful photos of Hoi An with the lanterns, the river. That's where the photos are taken. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it is a really good area to stay for first-time visitors because you're within walking distance with a lot of attractions like the Japanese covered bridge, the Chinese assembly halls, and even the central market, which we love for food. So first time visiting, you want to be amongst the atmosphere. You want to feel like you're part of that, I guess, the Hoi An postcard. Old Town is definitely the place to be.
There's like plenty of cafes, like really cool cafe hidden in small alleyway, and a lot of co-working spaces as well. So they're all in there.
But there are some downsides with staying in Old Town as well.
There are not many long-term accommodation options. So this is why it's good for first-time, short-term visitors. It's also the most expensive area in Hoi An. You're looking at around 12 million Vietnam dong a month for one bedder to 25 million Vietnam dong a month for a 3 or 4 bedroom house.
So the Old Town could definitely be quite noisy, especially during peak travel season. The street can get quite crowded during the evenings, especially around the river, I think, where all the boats are as well, people lining up to get on it. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it is quite crowded. So if you don't like noise and crowd, probably not the best place for you. And it is also very prone to flooding during rainy season. In fact, it almost happens on an annual basis.
Yeah. So if you prefer somewhere a bit quieter or more peaceful environment, you can look at other area outside of the old town like An Ban Beach or Chau.
This is the area we chose to stay in Chau. Welcome to our 1 month in Hoi An. This is where we stay. It's a homestay run by a lovely older couple. So just check it out. It's nice and simple. There's not much, nothing fancy, but it was comfortable. So come in. We've got a really nice lounge room. It's nice and big. You also have a little kitchen. We've put our bags there because we're about to check out. With a stovetop, a washing machine, which is always handy with your hazel laundry 1 month stay, a nice fridge, and also the microwave. This way, you've got another space here. It's technically the dining table, but we used it as a workspace. It's a bit small for the two of us, so I don't think there is an adequate workspace as such. And then this is the bedroom. The bed was relatively comfortable. We've got some nice light coming through here. There are heaps of roosters just like around, but that's everywhere in Vietnam. I just had my earphones in and then I kind of got used to it by like the last week. But yeah, just have a quick look. Nice hot shower, works well. Doesn't run out of hot water, which is a bonus. And that's it. That's our apartment for the last one in Hoi An. We actually found the area is a really great mix between country living and city living. It was only about 20 minutes along the river to Old Town, and you can get to the beach in about 10 minutes on a motorbike.
Yeah.
It is quite peaceful. You have a lot of local houses around you. You can walk to a lot of local cafes and restaurants.
Yeah.
So you are amongst where the Hoi An locals live, and it feels more authentic that way.
Yeah. There are more accommodation options with bigger space and a lot less expensive. You look at around 8 million Vietnam dong a month for a 2-bedrooms townhouse to 15 million Vietnam dong a month for a 3 or 4 bedroom house.
So what are the downsides? So some part of Chau is actually a lot quieter and the nightlife is not great. So if you do prefer the lively scene of Old Town or you just want to be amongst the action, this is probably not the best area for you.
Some area can be further out, so if you decide to walk, it can be a bit far for you to walk to town. You will need a motorbike as a transportation.
Or a bicycle, if you could ride a bicycle as well. It's relatively safe around Hoi An. You do see a lot of people riding bicycles or Grab, but it's much easier if you have your own mode of transport. Some areas of Chau are still affected by floods as well, so just be mindful which area you're staying in. An Ban Beach is another popular choice for tourists and digital nomads due to its beachside location, chill vibes, and friendly community.
So when we were there, we felt that it had a very relaxed beach vibe.
Yeah, and the beach was actually surprisingly a lot nicer than I remembered the last time I visited. I think because it was dry season, everything just looked so much bluer. The sand was golden and the water was turquoise, and they actually was quite vibrant along the beach with a lot of seafood restaurants, a lot of like beach umbrellas, but not so busy in the way that you felt like you were getting inundated. It was just really chilled and it was quite nice to hang around, to be honest.
Yeah. And I actually was surprised of how big the expat and digital nomad community was there.
Yeah. There were actually, I think a lot of people choose to stay in that area because it is very laid back. It is a bit more removed from the your traditional touristy area like the Old Town. I don't think people come to Hoi An for the beach, but it is a hidden surprise. So another thing I really like about An Ban is the fact that they have a lot of options for a holistic lifestyle, a lot of yoga places, a lot of meditation centers, massages, ice baths, saunas. Seems to be a focus on that more of a holistic, healthy lifestyle, which I really enjoy.
We did look a little bit into the real estate there as well, and we found that the prices in An Ban are in between the old town and Chau.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually as much availabilities in terms of long-term stays in An Ban. I think it is quite a popular expat area, so the long-term accommodations tend to get booked up, and because it's not a huge area as well, especially if you want to stay closer to the beach, you really sort of limited with what you can get, especially in high season where you do also have tourists coming in. The accommodation options in the beach area is, like I said, a little bit more limited. They generally have larger houses or villas. It's a landed property. They're generally around the 18 million Vietnamese dong to about 23 million Vietnamese dong for about a 3-bedroom house. I love seafood, so being anywhere close to the beach with fresh seafood available is always good for me. So that was probably my favorite thing to do. Every time we go there, we're eating at a seafood restaurant, and you could just like chill by the beach side, have lunch, go for a swim, come back, chill a little bit more, and eat again. It just seemed just such a nice way to spend a day.
And if I remember right, the price is not bad as well, right, for the seafood?
No, not at all, not at all. And there are a few restaurants that we've been to actually include free sunbeds when you eat at the restaurant. So we could pop some of those recommendations down, and they serve delicious food, really, really good price. So I think the downside with staying by the beach is the fact that, again, it is quite far away from Old Town, where a lot of the amenities in terms of, I guess, medical supermarket tends to be.
Yeah.
It's probably about a 15 to 20 minute ride on the motorbike to those places.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah. So if you do need that to be close by all the time, then it's probably a little bit more inconvenient.
You definitely need a motorbike to live there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a bicycle might be too far to ride.
Yeah. Not in that heat too, because it can get really hot when you
scorching hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bicycle.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll pick for the best location for us. Drum roll.
Should we say Chau?
Yeah. I think we kind of hit the jackpot when we booked that accommodation. I actually didn't know anything about that location prior to booking. I just knew that I didn't want to stay in the middle of Old Town, considering we were staying for a month. I know how busy it could get, having been there before. So when I looked at it, I was thinking, okay, I need somewhere a bit further out, but I don't want to be too further out because I'm actually not familiar with anything outside Old Town. Maybe there's nothing, maybe there are a lot of things, who knows. But that location was absolutely perfect. It was by the river, and it was in a little alleyway amongst a lot of local houses. We could walk to Old Town in 20 minutes along the river. But like we said, biking down to An Ban was only about 10-15 minutes away. And so you kind of get the best of both worlds. And you know, if you want to spend a day at the beach, you could easily get there, but you're not too far away from anything like a supermarket if you want to drop by for milk or whatever else you need. So that would be our best pick for long-term stay. But if you are staying short-term, Old Town is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy the beach, definitely give An Ban a go, because we were really surprised at how beautiful it was during dry season.
Yeah. I will say we can go to An Ban every weekend, just chill there. Like,
such a good vibe. Yeah. It's kind of it kind of reminds me of Canggu before it got too popular and built up.
On the way there, you have to ride through rice
fields.
Yeah.
They were a big patch of rice fields, and it was stunning. I actually think it's way nicer than the one down in Canggu, like way nicer, and the beach is way nicer. So yeah, not like Canggu. Well, thank you for watching. We hope that's helpful to you, and our information about the areas you can stay in Hoi An. You definitely need to come here and experience it yourself. Everybody has different preferences, but those are our top 3 areas to stay.
Until next time, bye.
Bye.